When it comes to on-page SEO optimization, it used to be pretty straightforward. The first thing you would do is some keyword research, because ideally with SEO, each page on your website should be optimized for a different keyword. So you do this keyword research and figure out what people are searching on and how it would match up with what your page is offered. And your homepage could be optimized for broad keywords such as car insurance, and then maybe you had a more specific page that could be optimized for something like vintage car insurance. So you would identify all the keywords that matched up with the pages of your website, and then you would do the optimization. And optimization just means that you would take that keyword and place it into 5 elements of your page. And those 5 elements are title tag, meta description, the URL, the H1, which is the heading of the page, and then you want the keyword somewhere in your body copy, preferably more towards the beginning than the end of the content. Now, title tag and meta description, these are what's known as meta tags. You don't see them on the page when you look at it as a user, although you'll see it in the source. These are tags to describe what the page is about. And title tag in particular is one of the most important factors, on-page factors, for SEO. So if you're going to pay attention to anything, the title tag is the one to pay attention to. Title tag and meta description are usually used by the search engines, such as Google, to create the listing of your page in the search engine result pages, and we call these snippets. And it used to be that, we would just put as many keywords into our snippets as possible, for the title tag and the meta description. But these days, it's really important to think about not only ranking, so getting those keywords into those tags so your page ranks well for the query, but also getting the click. So when you create your title tag and your meta description, you want to take a look at the snippet that it generates in the search engine result pages and ask yourself, is the snippet descriptive? Is it compelling? Do I actually want to click through to it to see what the page offers? Because ranking is great, but if you don't get any clicks, then, well, what's the point? So make sure you take that step back and assess how your snippet actually looks to the searcher. But on-page SEO optimization is really more than just putting your keywords into those 5 elements. So let's talk about accessibility. You need to make sure that the search bots, such as Googlebot, can come to your site and can crawl through text links and find the other pages on your site, and that all those pages are actually findable, and that those search bots are not wasting their time crawling through a lot of duplicate content or very low quality content. The other thing to realize is that site speed and mobile friendliness are considered ranking factors by Google. So you need to make sure your site looks good on a smartphone and that it works on a smartphone. And you need to make sure your site loads in a reasonable time, such as 3 seconds. If these are both problems for your site, then all the keyword optimization really isn't going to do you a lot of good. There are also some subjective factors to think about when it comes to SEO optimization. In the end, Google and the other search engines want to deliver the best searcher experience so that when the searcher clicks through and lands on the page, they are happy with the page. And so Google in particular looks for signals that the user likes the page. And it also will compare your page to other pages on the web that it knows are on good quality sites. So there's some characteristics you need to think about as you're constructing your page. For example, you want to have a decent amount of content on your page. I usually recommend about 300 words at the bare minimum, but it of course varies based on your type of site. These days there are 1,500 word blog posts that are outranking shorter blog posts on the same topic. You want to at least have one image or video on your page. It's not good to just have a text-heavy page. And of course, if it's an image, you want to go ahead and set your alt tags to include your keywords. Your content needs to be readable, so you want to break up that content into chunks so that it's easy to scan. So you want break it up into different sections, each with their own headings, and you want to use a lot of bullet points. People scan on the web, they don't necessarily read, so they first scan the page to see if they want to spend time with it, and then they might spend more time reading it. So it's important to make it so that the page can get its point across quickly. Overall, you want your site to be intuitive, make it easy to find things, an easy navigation. You want your searcher to not leave in frustration. You want them to be able to navigate to what they want to find. Other types of signals are whether the user spent some time on the page or did they quickly leave, and did they go ahead and look at other pages on the website. So you need to think about how the page can kind of capture the interest of the user, as well as think about ways you can encourage the user to go ahead and visit other pages on the site. So to fully optimize the SEO of your site, you need to think about some of these other factors. It does really go beyond just placing keywords on your page. I do a lot of SEO audits, and when I evaluate a site's SEO, I use a 65-point checklist to optimize the site. And I've made this checklist available to users, people who are serious about optimizing their sites, through an online course. So if that's something you'd be interested in, you're really serious about improving your SEO and increasing your organic traffic, you should think about checking it out. And you can check out my course by visiting webenzo.com/SSA, and there you'll get more information about it.